everyone. Today I have my audience members, my parents, and today I am going to be giving you a persuasive speech on why enlisting in the military can truly help your future. So, do you know where your next paycheck is coming from? That is a scary thought, to not know whether or not you can afford to live. You may have seen movies such as Top Gun and Saving Private Ryan, and that can make enlisting in the military seem like it's not for you, like it's scary. And I am here to tell you why that's not true and why it can help you succeed further on. About me and why I think I can talk about this is because I served in the military for 5 years, and I'm currently using my VA educational benefits, which is allowing me this opportunity to even give this speech and not worry about the financial burden. Today, I will be discussing the problem, which is a lack of direction, career opportunities, and education. And what causes this is a limited access to higher education and the economic instability of the US today. And what can solve this? Enlisting in the military can provide discipline and direction along with educational benefits, pay, and housing. So the problem is that there is a lack of direction and stability, especially within our younger generation. There are a lot of young adults who struggle with trying to find a career path after high school. Not everybody knows what they want to be and whether or not they can afford it. The unemployment of the US is currently at a 4.1%, which is the highest it's been since 2021, according to CNN. And this is a scary thought because as that number seems very small, in the grand scheme of things, it's a pretty big number of Americans who do not have a job. And why? This is because there is limited access to higher education to give you better paying jobs. The cost of tuition has increased 9.24% from 2010 to 2022, according to Hansen. And the average student federal loan debt is a balance of $37,088. And this can take over 20 years for a person to pay off. And that just isn't reasonable in my eyes. You shouldn't have to struggle the rest of your life just because you wanted to get a degree to get you a better paying job. There is an economic instability. The job market competition is very aggressive, and it's very hard to get a job nowadays. And the low-wage jobs give you no room for improvement. You could be a line cook, and that doesn't mean that you're going to be a manager in 5 years. So where are you really going with your life? And that's a really hard thought to digest. And what causes this? What causes this is that there is a social and economic change within the US. The cost of living is a lot higher than pay wages. The consumer price index was at a 0.1% in 2020 and is now at a 3.3% in 2024. And this is according to the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And what this means is what you could afford 10 years ago will get you bare minimum in today's year. And that just isn't fair. You're working hard for your money, but yet you can't afford food or you can't afford new clothes for your kids. And that just kind of gives you a feeling of no hope to progress your life and give your family a better life. There is a lack of job availability and security. There are a lot of people getting laid off nowadays. And just knowing that you could go to work and be turned away and pretty much pushed out the door, and what's your next step? That's a scary thought. There are educational barriers, and this includes limited financial aid. This includes FAFSA. You could get denied very easily. And a lot of people just don't know about certain scholarships that can get them money and all these kind of things. So it's really scary for younger generations to want to step out on their own because they don't have the financial means or the support to get there. There are other educational routes that people don't know of. And this includes just like trade schools or apprenticeships. A lot of people don't know that they don't have to go to a big name university to get further on in life. And the problem with them is they don't know how they're going to afford it. And that can really trigger some people to not even want to take that step and take on that financial burden. There's a lack of direction and discipline. Schools don't teach practical life skills. They may teach you the powerhouse of Excel, but they're not going to teach you about interest rates or buying your first home or how to get a car, your credit score, any of those things to really help you be a functioning adult on the outside. You should be learning very early on, but a lot of people don't know about how to take care of themselves and set themselves up for success. There are changes in society, which gives less structured opportunities for personal growth. This means that younger generations are intaking so much information from social media and from like politics and just all these outside sources can be very overstimulating, and They don't know how to get their feet on the ground, and that should be the most important thing. So what is the solution to this? The solution is enlisting in the military, which is a very phenomenal thing to do with your life. The military gives you purpose and discipline. It gives you a community to where you can step out and become your own sense of self, become your own person, while also having a community to support you with a lot of like-minded people. There are training programs that teach you leadership and problem-solving skills. And when you put this on your resume, it's going to give hiring managers a new sense that they don't have to train you to be a leader. They can already just take you in and they know that you're going to know what to do and how to lead people through crises and problems, and their staff are in good hands. There are a lot of educational benefits. On the Veteran Affairs website, you can read in depth about the GI Bill, VRNE, and Yellow Ribbon Schools. These are all phenomenal tools that give you a sense of relief because you don't have to pay for school out of your pocket. You have this opportunity to have your school paid for and also get a certain amount of allowance for your housing, for your food, so that you don't have to worry about financial status. You don't have to worry about if you can afford to get a degree. They take that burden off of you, so all you can focus on is becoming a better person and getting that education. There are scholarships, tuition assistance, and specialized training within the military that can help you. Tuition assistance you can use while you're enlisted, so you can start your education while you're in. And specialized training means that there are job titles and job MOSs within the military that can translate to the civilian sector. This is what I personally did. And it really helped me in the long run because I didn't have to worry when I was discharged. I got a job immediately that set me up for financial success to take this step. Career and financial stability is a big pro of the military. While you're in, you will have steady pay, you will have housing, and if you do 20 years, you can have a retirement plan set, so you will get a paycheck once you're out every single month. There are different career paths that can translate to the civilian world, which is, as I just said, certain training can translate to the civilian world where you'll get hired pretty easily because they know they don't have to put money and effort into training you because you already have it. In conclusion, I hope that I have given you a lot of pros to think about when it comes to enlisting in the military or discussing with your children on why the military could be a very good idea. Enlisting can give you a peace of mind on whether or not you'll get a paycheck, whether or not you'll have a roof over your head, and whether or not you can succeed when you get out. When you're discharged, there are so many educational and financial benefits that can help you succeed in your life and create a future that you're proud of. So now the question is, do you want to become part of the less than 1% of Americans who serve their country and have created better lives for themselves? Thank you. Yay.